Bison are large, powerful herbivores that belong to the Bovidae family, which includes cattle, buffalo, and antelopes. They are native to North America and Europe with two main species: the American bison, Bison bison, and the European bison, Bison bonasus. American bison are often referred to as buffalo, although they are not true buffalo like those found in Africa and Asia. These massive mammals can grow up to 12.5 feet, 3.8 meters long, stand over 6 feet, 1.8 meters tall at the shoulder, and weigh between 1,000 to 2,200 pounds, 450 to 1,000 kg. Despite their size, bison are fast and agile, capable of running at speeds of up to 35 miles per hour, 56 km/h. Bison are grazing herbivores, primarily feeding on grasses, sedges, and other vegetation found in prairies, plains, and forests. They play a key role in maintaining ecosystems by preventing overgrowth and promoting new plant growth. Their grazing patterns help create habitats for other animals by keeping grasslands open and diverse. Bison also use their massive heads and strong necks to plow through snow in winter, allowing them to reach buried grasses and providing access to food for smaller animals. Due to their efficient digestive system, bison can survive in harsh environments with limited food sources. One of the most distinctive features of bison is their large, muscular hump located just above their shoulders. This hump is made of thick muscle supported by elongated vertebrae, giving them the strength to plow through deep snow and dirt while foraging. Their curved, sharp horns, present in both males and females, serve as defensive weapons against predators and are also used during fights for dominance. The thick, shaggy fur covering their bodies provides insulation against extreme cold, allowing them to thrive in harsh winter conditions. Bison are social animals that live in herds, which provide protection against predators like wolves, bears, and mountain lions. These herds are usually separated by gender, with females and their young forming large groups, while males either live alone or in smaller bachelor groups. During the breeding season, known as the rut, dominant bulls compete for mating rights by bellowing, headbutting, and charging at each other. The strongest males earn the right to mate with multiple females, ensuring that the herd's genetics remain strong. The gestation period for bison lasts about 9 months, with females giving birth to a single calf in the spring. Newborn calves, often called red dogs due to their reddish-brown fur, can stand and walk within an hour after birth. They rely on their mothers for milk and protection, gradually becoming more independent over time. By the age of 6 months, their coats darken and they begin grazing on grass. Calves stay with their mothers for about a year before joining larger herds or forming bachelor groups. Bison were once on the brink of extinction due to overhunting, habitat loss, and commercial hunting for their hides and meat in the 19th century. At one point, the American bison population dropped from millions to fewer than 1,000 individuals due to excessive hunting and westward expansion. Conservation efforts, including protected national parks, breeding programs, and reintroductions, have helped recover bison populations. Today, bison are thriving in places like Yellowstone National Park, Canada, and parts of Europe, though they still require ongoing protection and careful management. Bison have few natural predators due to their size and strength, but wolves, grizzly bears, and cougars occasionally target weak or young individuals. Their primary threats come from human activities, including habitat fragmentation and climate change. Some bison populations still face challenges such as disease transmission from domestic cattle, which can impact herd health. Conservationists work to protect bison by creating wildlife corridors, reducing conflicts with livestock, and promoting genetic diversity in managed herds. Bison play an essential role in indigenous cultures, particularly among Native American tribes, where they are considered sacred animals and symbols of strength, abundance, and resilience. For centuries, indigenous peoples relied on bison for food, clothing, tools, and shelter, using every part of the animal with deep respect for nature. Many modern conservation programs partner with Native American tribes to restore bison populations on tribal lands, helping to reconnect indigenous communities with their historical and cultural heritage. Bison are a symbol of wildlife conservation and resilience, representing one of the greatest recovery stories in American history. Today, they continue to thrive in national parks, private ranches, and conservation areas, serving as reminders of the importance of protecting wildlife and natural ecosystems. With continued conservation efforts and sustainable management practices, bison populations will remain stable, ensuring that these magnificent creatures continue to roam the grasslands for generations to come. Deer are graceful, herbivorous mammals belonging to the Cervidae family, which includes species such as elk, moose, reindeer, caribou, and white-tailed deer. They are found across North America, Europe, Asia, Africa, and South America, adapting to a wide range of habitats, including forests, grasslands, wetlands, and mountains. There are over 40 species of deer, varying in size from the tiny poodoo, which is about 14 inches tall, to the moose, which can stand over 7 feet at the shoulder. Deer are well known for their agility, speed, and ability to blend into their surroundings, helping them evade predators. One of the most distinctive features of deer is their antlers, which grow on the males of most species, except in reindeer, where females also have them. Unlike horns, which are permanent in some animals, deer antlers shed and regrow each year. They are made of bone and covered in a soft, fuzzy layer called velvet during growth, which supplies nutrients and blood flow. Once fully developed, the velvet dries up and falls off, revealing hardened antlers used for fighting rivals, attracting mates and defense against predators. After the mating season, the antlers fall off and begin to grow again in the spring. Deer are herbivores, primarily feeding on grass, leaves, bark, fruits, and twigs. Their diet varies based on the season and habitat, with some species, like the moose, preferring aquatic plants, while others, like white-tailed deer, feed on nuts and berries. Deer have 4-chambered stomachs, similar to cows, allowing them to digest tough plant material efficiently through a process called rumination. They first chew their food, swallow it, and later regurgitate it to chew again, extracting more nutrients. This specialized digestion helps deer survive in environments where food sources are limited. Deer are known for their keen senses and quick reflexes, which help them evade predators such as wolves, bears, cougars, and humans. Their large ears can rotate independently, allowing them to detect faint sounds from a distance. Their eyes are positioned on the sides of their heads, giving them a wide field of vision to spot danger. When threatened, deer rely on their speed and agility, running in zigzag patterns to confuse predators. Some species, like mule deer, perform a unique bounding leap called stotting, allowing them to cover large distances quickly. Deer are generally social animals, living in groups called herds for safety. Herd sizes vary depending on the species and environment. In temperate regions, deer may form larger groups during winter to conserve body heat and share food sources. However, during the breeding season, males known as bucks or stags become territorial and aggressive, engaging in antler battles to establish dominance and win mates. The dominant male will mate with multiple females, known as does, while younger or weaker males are often pushed away from the herd. The breeding season, or rut, typically occurs in autumn, with males engaging in vocalizations, displays, and fights to attract mates. After mating, females undergo a gestation period of 6 to 10 months, depending on the species. Most deer give birth to 1 or 2 fawns, though some species, like reindeer, may have twins. Newborn fawns are born with spotted coats, which provide natural camouflage by blending into their environment. They remain hidden in tall grass for the first few weeks, while their mothers return periodically to nurse and protect them. Within a few weeks, fawns are strong enough to follow their mothers and join the herd. Deer play a crucial role in ecosystems, acting as seed dispersers and helping shape vegetation by controlling plant growth. However, their populations must be kept in balance, as overpopulation can lead to overgrazing and habitat destruction. In some regions, deer populations have grown due to the loss of natural predators, leading to increased human-wildlife conflicts. They often wander into farmlands, damage crops, or cause road accidents, especially in areas with high deer populations. Wildlife management strategies such as controlled hunting and conservation programs help maintain healthy populations while protecting the environment. Deer have deep cultural significance in mythology, religion, and folklore across the world. In Native American traditions, deer symbolize gentleness, grace, and intuition, while in Celtic mythology, they are seen as messengers between the human and spirit worlds. In Hinduism, the deer is associated with Lord Shiva and wisdom, while in Buddhism, deer represent peace and enlightenment. They have also been featured in countless fairy tales, literature, and films such as Bambi, which helped raise awareness about wildlife conservation. Despite their adaptability, some deer species are endangered due to habitat loss, poaching, and climate change. The pair David's deer was once extinct in the wild, but has been successfully reintroduced through conservation efforts. Other species, such as the key deer and sayola, remain critically endangered and require protection from illegal hunting and deforestation. Conservation groups work to restore deer habitats, regulate hunting laws, and educate people about the importance of wildlife preservation. By protecting deer, we help maintain healthy ecosystems and ensure that these graceful creatures continue to thrive for generations to come.